have here a whiskey. It's a dusty one. The first time I had this whiskey was back in the late 1980s. So we're talking about 30 years ago. Back then I was into things like Glenlivet 12 and Glenfiddich 12, and I may have been starting to look at things like Talisker, and I think the first time I tried Talisker I hated it. I hadn't really acquired the taste for peat yet. But I found this on the shelf back then, and I've had it again once or twice. It's one of the classic malts of Scotland, and it is the Cragganmore. The Cragganmore 12. Now there's a bunch of stuff written on here, and I'll get into that in a moment. It's 40% alcohol by volume. It's 750 ml bottle, and the bottle itself looks like this. It's a classy presentation and a typical looking presentation for the likes of Diageo. And I should pour myself a dram and let it open up before I start reading all that stuff that's on the box. It's probably stuff you've heard before or read before, but I'm going to go through it anyway. That was a nice little pop. One beautiful quig-sized dram, about 50 milliliters, give or take. Probably give. Speyside single malt Scotch whisky, an elegant, sophisticated Speyside with the most complex aroma of any malt, astonishingly fragrant with Swedish notes and a smoke maltiness on the finish. Great. Now I don't have to taste it because it already says everything right there. But let's see, what else does it say? Okay. Sophisticated Speyside. Okay, so I've seen that already. Product of Scotland. Cragganmore Distillery, the best of Speyside. Okay. Cragganmore, founded by legendary John Smith in 1869, is for many the definitive Speyside malt. For the late malt whiskey writer Michael Jackson, it has the most complex aroma of any malt, astonishingly fresh and delicate. Mature and well blended, balanced, with a fragrant aroma. The slight fruitiness on the palate is overlaid with sweet, refined, smoky notes, which, with hints of sandalwood, complexity married to such refinement, is not easily found. Cragganmore is the distinguished Speyside destination on a journey around Scotland's 6 malt whiskey making regions. The other malts are Glenkinchie, Dalwhinnie, Talisker, Oban, and Lagavulin. Okay. Well, I'm going to see what I get out of it. Here's our wee glass. I have some oatcakes going to get rid of some of that beer, that hoppy flavor from the Weiser's hopped, which tastes like a brown ale. It's remarkable. Wash the cracker down and give this a nose. I'm getting fruity. Gotta coat the glass some more. Fruity. Getting some orange, some pineapple, some pear, apple, nectarines. Now a bit of vanilla. Not too much though. It's mostly fruity. Lemon a little bit. Mostly citrus, lemon and orange. But there are hints of other things. A little bit of spicy. With the orange, there's a touch of cinnamon maybe. A little bit of banana. Complex fruits. A lot of complex fruits married together. And a little bit of vanilla. Something a bit spicy. Just a hint of cloves, maybe. But very fruity. A little bit of white pepper. Just a tiny little smidge. Oh, it's complex. There's lots of little elements of lots of things in here. But all kinds of little elements that come along and then they go away, and then they come along and they go away. I'm liking the nose. It's a little bit spicy. It's a lot fruity. Yeah, definitely cloves. A little bit of not walnut, almond. A little bit of almond, marzipan. Here's the cloves again. Nice nose. Citrus again. Stone fruit maybe. A little bit of peach. Lots of fruity notes just come in waves. They come in waves at me. Nice. Let's taste it. Mm. Oh. Now that is a beauty. Even though it's only 40% alcohol by volume, there is a lot going on here. Do that again. Lots of fruit. A little bit of white pepper on the tip of the tongue. A little bit spicy. Spicy and fruity. The fruits are citrus. There's a little bit of plum in there. There's a little bit of berry, but just a little bit, but mostly citrus. Oranges and lemons. Oranges and lemons. A lot of citrus. And then that spiciness, that white pepper, a little bit of allspice, like steak spice. It's kind of dry on the finish. The finish is dry with the coating of plums, the coating of plums all over the mouth, and a little bit astringent in the finish. I'd say it's medium. It leaves dry. I don't taste any more fruits. It's just my mouth is dry in the end. And there's still a little bit of spice lingering on. Just a tiny little bit of allspice aftertaste, like steak spice. I'm not getting on the palate any of the marzipan or any of the almond, maybe a bit of cloves. They're still hanging on a little bit of something. Dry finish. Nice. Very nice. Let's do that again. See if I can get something more on another sip. Oh, superb. Why haven't I had this in over 5 years? It is beautiful. There is such a symphony of citrus and pitted fruits, stone fruits. Oh. And once again, the spices. Not so much pepper on the next sip. Just a little bit of cloves, a little bit of stone fruit, peaches, plums, apricots. Not so much apricots, but the thing about the fruit, it's complex. Mostly dominated by citrus. Lemon, orange, grapefruit, but it's like a mix of orange, lemon, and grapefruit. The flavors are so beautifully married together. Oh, this is exquisite. I didn't think I'd be saying this about a 12-year-old 40%. Obviously, it's been a long time since I've had this, and I forgot how good it was. Or maybe back then I hadn't tuned my senses to the point that they're tuned right now, because this is a beautiful whiskey. And for the Cragganmore, it's $83.99, $83.99 Canadian, or at least it was on the 30th of December, 2017. 10% would be $8.40, so that would be the liquor tax, and another $4.20 would be the GS, goods and services tax. $4.20 and $8.40, so $12.60 on top of $83.99, 84, $96 and 9 cents, because there's a 10-cent bottle deposit. $96.10 is a wee bit much for a daily sipper, but I could reach for this once a week easily. This is probably one of the nicest Speysides I know. Well, on that note, slanchava.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.